Benjamin Sesko. Huh. Wow, this one's a tricky one, because obviously we need a striker now. So of course I'll take him now. But I'll be real. Every time I've watched him play, I ain't been too impressed. Yeah, he scores a couple good goals here and there, and he's got real technical ability, but it's not who I wanted. I'm not gonna lie, Obviously, I'm not gonna be greedy and ungrateful because man, I want Isaac or Gyökeres. That's the two strikers that I wanted, innit? But I'm also realistic enough to understand that even if right now we had a Chris Wood, we would still be a lot better team because, do you know what I mean? So I can't be knocking the Benjamin Sesko signing because he's one of the hottest strikers in the world right now. But it's not my first choice. But like I say, if at the beginning of the transfer window, you want the hottest guy. Towards the end, you're just hoping for who you get. So for me, I'll take him all day long. You know what I mean, like I hope he just comes in and just does the business. It's not there yet, but it's not. I'm not overwhelmed by this signing. You know what I'm saying? Zubamendi is a better. I'm like in the summer when Zubamendi comes, I'll be like, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Sesko, I'm not overwhelmed, but if we get Semenyo now, I want that's who I want you to go and get Semenyo. I want Sesko and Semenyo. We need a winger as well. Like I'm looking at that like, yeah, that's making sense. Because even with Saka one wing, Semenyo the other wing, I'm looking at that like I like the sound of that. Ideally Kudos, but Kudos is gonna cost good 100 odd plus now. And I know that's maybe not as realistic as Semenyo. Semenyo, they're saying 50 million. Go get him. Semenyo 50 million. Sesko on a loan for now. Go get him. These are good, serious signings that I'm liking. I'm just not overwhelmed by Sesko, but we do need a striker, and we need a striker right now. So I'm happy we're linked to him. I'm happy the club are looking to do some business. I'm happy that it's seeming like we're moving in the right direction. Close the gap on Liverpool just about. Um, so yeah, man, I'll take Sesko all day. He's not signed yet, and neither is Zubamendi. So we're getting all excited about these signings that are not signed yet. So the club's moving in the right direction and it's giving the fans a little bit more excitement. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the fans have been down for a while, but I'm not overwhelmed by Sesko. You understand? But it's like, yes, that's a good signing. But he seems like a player that's a bit I don't know. He seems like a player that's a little bit like it doesn't seem like a poacher type striker to me. He seems more like a guy that's out and around outside the box. Do you know what I mean? More similar to that. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen him play enough. I've only seen him play a handful of times, so I'm not gonna go like I'm an expert on him. But the times I've seen him play, I weren't blown away by like his gameplay. But I know that like I've seen his stats and I've seen like I mean I look around and I know he's meant to be one of those top players. So I'm not gonna start judging him too much because I'm sure he's better than what we've got right now, and that's we need strikers now. So yeah, I'm happy with the links because it's not signed yet. So I'm happy with the links. Um, Not sure what that means for Kai Havertz. It just means that you're just a squad player, which you should be anyway. You know what I mean? You should be a squad player anyway. I feel like all of these players should be squad players. Trossard should be squad player. Martinelli should be squad player. Sterling should be squad player. Our whole front line should be should be squad players. When I say squad players, I mean bench players. That's what I mean. All of them should be bench players. Martinelli bench, Trossard bench, Havertz bench, Sterling bench. If you got all those guys on the bench, I'm looking at it like, yeah, you've got a strong bench. That's a real strong squad that your team's got. Not your starting lineup. I mean, if you had Saka, Sesko, and then Martinelli's on the other side in some games, you'd be like, okay, it's okay. We can run with that. I'm not looking at that to be our long-term lineup for 10 years. No way. Like for that, I'm gonna need you to go and get another winger. I need you to go and get a like even when I see Lewis Skelly, I'm more like, yeah, he looks like he can be involved for the next 10 years. I'm not looking at Martinelli like he's involved for the next 10 years. I'm looking at him like he's involved on the bench for the next 10 years. That's the truth of it. I'll be real. Like I'm looking at Semenyo's, Kudos's, like looking at someone's Nico Williams. If we're looking at people like Nico Williams, yeah, I know Nico Williams is not like his GA is not the highest, but I still feel like he can he can explode like to the point where it's like, yeah, you become one of the best in the world. I look at Martinelli and feel like if you're not scoring goals, then what do you really kind of bring? You bring a lot of hard work, but Martinelli, we need you to be the guy that scores a lot of goals, man. We need you to be a goal scoring player. So Sesko is a player that I think brings a lot of players into play, and he's got a lot. I see a lot of his goals. A lot of his goals are like quality goals. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's what we need, but I do want a guy that just puts the ball in the net. And I don't know if he's that guy that just scores all types of goals, just goals, goals, goals. I don't think he's that guy. I think Osimhen's more that type of guy, that type of player. Osimhen scores a lot of toe pokes and a lot of, I mean, random shots and blasting it in from all types of angles. I don't know if Sesko's quite that guy. He seems more like his goals are more classy and top quality goals. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, we'll see. We're not got him yet, so I'm not getting carried away. But I'll take him all day long, man. We need a player. We need a striker. We need a winger as well. I need us to go and get one, maybe two wingers. So yeah, man. Like that's my thoughts on it. And just go get him. Do you know what I'm saying? Go get him, and we think about the rest later.